Lily and the rusty raconteur are teleported to the Hall of Justice, without error, but with their clothes. This time. In Inspector General Black's hand is a lock of the Waterdhavian Dryad's hair, a component for the spell to stop the Wailing Death. For Lady Aribeth del Tylmarande.
Welcome. Do you have news of the missing Waterdhavian creatures? Or is there something else you need?
Alright, reporting to Lady Aribeth that she has recovered one of the reagents for the cure.
Well done. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I guess explaining about the Dryad at the Meldanen estate.
It is shameful the way such a gentle creature is mishandled. The plague does enough harm without us adding to it. Where others have found only failure, you have discovered shining success. Neverwinter is in your debt. Battling the plague has drained the coffers of Neverwinter. I regret I cannot offer you more than 500 gold pieces for all you have accomplished.
Of course, Lily's not going to refuse coin.
Is there something else you need? Farewell. May Tyr guide your steps.
Lily wonders about the cure for the Wailing Death itself. Lady Aribeth said that once all the components have been found, the ritual to create one could commence. But who is to officiate the ceremony, she wonders. Watch Knight Dester for Helm, Abbot Fenthick for Tyr. Both of them. Perhaps Khelben Blackstaff Arunsun himself will personally come up from Waterdeep. It is his cure after all. In any case, Lily has an academic interest and hopes she'll have a chance to bear witness to the ceremony.
Welcome back. You have done a great thing in recovering the first of the reagents for us. It is but one small step towards our ultimate goal, but it gives me hope. And I know with your help, Neverwinter shall yet be saved.
Alright, asking to trade with the Temple Armory.
Lily trades in mostly small things with the Temple Armory. Scrolls, potions, jewelry, gems, and even some extra plain arrows, choking her bow quiver, making it not as convenient as it should be. She also dispenses with the torches, favoring the light from Meldanen's staff, so much easier than having to strike flint and steel, not to mention the stink of tallow-soaked flax. She motions to Little Red to ensure that certain items remain hidden in their packs, like the Rumbottom portrait or the Hodge urn. She doubts the Temple of Tyr is interested in such secular pieces anyway. Surprisingly, though, the temple won't even offer a single coin for the silver chalice of Moonbow. There must be some religious prohibition against buying relics of another faith, as surely half a pound of silver can be minted into 25 coins. 2 gold at least. If she's lucky, she'll get the services of Linu and Netheril for as much. Lily tells Sharwyn to be sure to ignore the little man by the exit on their way out of the temple. In fact, to not even look at the halfling. Safely outside, she shares why, proceeding to tell Little Red a little lie. Tommy's got the wailing. He just doesn't know it yet. He's as good as the walking dead. The nurses just haven't had the heart to tell him yet, but they see all the signs of the plague festering, especially on his lips. The Collector and her assistant are returned from Blacklake with 2 exceptional pieces for the matron of the Moonstone Mask, though Lily forgot to make sure the portrait wasn't speckled red.
Greetings to you again. Have you come to sample the delights of our company in the back room, or is this about business?
Alright, Lily reporting to Ophala Cheldarstorn that she has at least 2 art objects that she might be interested in. You do? I've been looking for a few things. Tell me, what is it you have? Alright, describing the urn from the Hodge estate. There's no real value to the urn, but I love messing with Hodge. If you happen to spoil some scheme he was working on, all the better. Here, I'll pay you now for this piece. Excellent work. 400 gold should satisfy your pockets. There's more for you to retrieve. Return when you have it and I'll reward you. I'll give you more when all 3 objects are in my possession as well. Alright, I guess also describing the portrait from the Rumbottom estate. The portrait is painted on a rather sensitive document. But that was no excuse for killing Toms. He was no fighter. Yeah, I guess news of the Rumbottom robbery and murder has already reached the city core. He probably didn't even know there was anything wrong with the painting, and he didn't deserve to die for simply opposing the Moonstone Mask. I'm paying less for this bungled affair. Should have restrained yourself. 200 gold is what you get. Alright. Lily wishes she had examined the painting closer. A sensitive document. It could have proven a valuable bit of intelligence. Even something relating to the Lord's alliance. But bungled affair. Though Ophala didn't ask Lily to murder, she didn't forbid it either. All 3 must have been past paramours if she cares so much. No matter. Though, for the last acquisition, this statuette from Androd Golden at the docks, Lily should keep her promise to the Blacklake bard and purchase some kind of black thieving masks. That way, they won't have to extinguish Ophala's precious flame. Office, sweet office. Of academic affairs, that is. Lily's grown to appreciate her and Little Red's little space. Hasn't even been a 10-day yet. To Lily, it already feels a bit like home. The bar, where they also store ingredients for recipes of the forge, like 15-pound greatswords and dragon's blood, which Lily reminds Sharwyn to be careful not to drink by mistake. And the desk of Inspector General Black. It's not the monstrously large oaken one she imagined having as a mistress of the Arcane, but there's no students to sit across from it either, so an acceptable concession to make under the circumstances. She puts away Hodge's note to Ophala and Meldanen's journal. Lily then sits on the side of the bed, removing her cloak from tired shoulders. She works her own left shoulder with her right hand while holding her spellbook open in her lap with her left. She learns 2 new spells, Cat's Grace and Fox's Cunning. She also prepares Eagle's Splendor in anticipation of having to bargain at the trade of blades, though she hasn't told Sharwyn anything yet. Tomorrow. Finally, they can celebrate the recovery of the Waterdhavian Dryad. Lily decides to put on her new green robe of acid resistance, making some jest about how to protect her from caustic remarks, all the while thinking she no longer needs nor wants to be protected from fiery redheads. The willing victim models it with a coy smile. Quarantine be damned. They're in for a treat. A bit of the Saerloonian Special Vat. As Lily grabs the bottle and glasses, she tells Little Red to grab the table dice. They'll be celebrating upstairs, in a suite. Sharwyn, surprised her mistress wants to celebrate up here. And in the same room, no less. Though, rather than bring up the events of that night, she'd rather just submit and avoid the topic altogether. Lily avoids it as well, even though Sharwyn can see her looking for the stain on the floor. Lily and Little Red sit by the bed, with the bottle, 2 glasses in the game of table dice. On first sip, the ladies laugh as the special vat leaves a tingle on the tongue. Lily watches Little Red smack her lips of the raspberry and strawberry wine with large lavender eyes, wondering what she thinks of the taste of her, if she would dare taste her mistress's lips. By the morning, Lily's eyes have condensed into a cheerless indigo, and not because of the slight aching in her head either. Earlier, the evening before, during their first glass, she'd been so preoccupied with smacking lips, lovable smiles, and endearing eyes that Little Red actually won the first game. After that, she wanted to do nothing but play again and again and again. Yet again and again and again, she could never seem to repeat her victory, despite Lily even trying to let her. They had played for what seemed like hours, and it likely was. After a while, Lily must have simply passed out from pure exhaustion, if not frustration. No matter. There are other Waterdhavian creatures out there yet, and there will be other celebrations. Hopefully they'll find us good wine in time. The willing victim returns to the protections of her red robe and green cloak. She needs to tell Sharwyn to wait for her here.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Alright, Lily telling Sharwyn to wait for her here at the mask. Alright, saying she'll wait. Lily explains that she needs to finish up some business in Blacklake, including the no-man's land of the Servants' Quarter, and that is too dangerous for the Blacklake Bard. To Lily's surprise at first and eventual annoyance, Sharwyn doesn't seem all too concerned. She almost sounds happy that she'll be idle and have the room to herself. No matter. Spoiled children are as often ignorant of the shelter given them. Lily's thought is interrupted by a conversation she overhears between a patron and a lady in a mask. The Shadowvars have trapped the Fey Rims, surrounding Evereska with a shadow shell. Last year, Fey Rim, which are a type of evil magical beast, had laid siege to the elven haven of Evereska, attracted by the powerful magical mythal that protects the valley there.